Hello, my narcissistic abuse family. I have an update. It is another hoovering attempt. I struggle to use that term because, I don't know, I guess hoovering could be positive or negative, but the narc will vehemently deny any wrongdoings or responsibility or taking any accountability for the situation being how it is, for us not wanting anything to do with them. But this came in the mail. I will post what it says. It's like a little paper kind of framed. It's got a stand on the back. It's a write-up of family, what family means. So I think it came in the mail on Thursday. And look, I'll tell you, if you would have asked me that day, the day before, the whole week before, I would have told you I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. Being away from these malicious, oppressive, miserable people has been nothing but awesome. August of 2019, I officially started to initiate no contact. It kind of looked like gray rock in the beginning because I was trying to keep the answers short and not provide ample supply like I always did. And they didn't like that, so they lashed out. It resulted in a narcissistic rage, we'll say, where the primary narc, my mother, she didn't like it at all. She really attacked me. If you go back in my videos, you'll see that. So, and then she sent the enabler to send me these guilt-tripping emails and text messages. At this point, it's harassment. I mean, it's been harassment since day one because it's they're just trying to beat me into compliance, back into submission. But now I am educated and knowledgeable in terms of what they are, what they're all about, what their strategies are. So, I'm done. I am so done. I can't, go back to that. They say this, a narcissist's worst nightmare is an educated empath. 1000%. Once we see them for what they are, they take full advantage of our kindness and our decency because we want to see the good in people. We want to see people's potential and any chance they might have at rehabilitating or being a good person. And narcissists will not do that. They will never do that. I promise. They have absolutely no intentions of bettering themselves. They commit themselves to this false narrative, this fortified, airtight facade. They cling to it with everything they have. Their narcissistic personality, their grandiosity, they're I'm bigger and better than everyone and anything. That's their defense mechanism. And trust me, they're committed to it. They will never show any sign of weakness or fault. They will never assume responsibility or accountability for their wrongdoings. So anyway, I got this. We got this in the mail, excuse me. It was addressed to myself, my husband, and our daughters. As I said, I have never been happier in my life being away from these people. And it just feels so good to be able to get my bearings, to be able to, take the time to appreciate this beautiful life that we have. Because I do believe that narcissists, their main goal is to distract us from being happy, to pull us down, to their level of misery, anger, resentment, all of that. Everything they do is designed to detract from our happiness. So, I'm PMSing. I have to factor that in. I apologize, it's TMI, but I think that had some bearing on my reaction to this. These people don't affect me whatsoever at all. I just know that I don't want them in my life in any way, shape, or form. And they had been, I think I did hardcore holiday hoovering. If you look at that video, they made numerous attempts at contacting myself and my husband, trying to guilt trip or shame us into responding to them, or I don't know. So it was throughout December and January, like Christmas and New Year's. They really ramped up their efforts. Like I said, it's 2019 we started distancing ourselves, and now it's January 2021. So we went a good 3 holiday seasons without dealing with them. Amazing. I will attest to that over and over again. Wonderful holidays. And we all had COVID for Christmas, which was not easy. I mean, I was the one that was affected in the worst way. Maddie was asymptomatic. I'm sorry. Josie got a little cold. Joe got kind of a cold, but me, it was more like the flu, of course, because I'm compromised. But we had such an awesome holiday ourselves. Sorry, the dog. Anyway, we had such a beautiful, wonderful holiday, enjoying our family, our love, our comfort together, it's just casual, awesome, the way it should be, right? Without having, the narc swoop over on her broom, having to wait on her hand and foot with the weirdo enabler at her side. So anyway, we got this in the mail on Thursday, and she wrote on the back, I'll read it because it's really hard to read her handwriting. To Michelle, Joe, Maddie, and Josie, there is nothing underlined that can't be resolved where family is willing to talk with each other. With love. Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa. Grandma and Papa, excuse me. That's what he calls himself. Under any other circumstance, minus the dysfunction, absolutely true. Family can overcome anything. Family is your go-to, your ride or die, people that love you and accept you regardless, and that will always be there for you, right? Not in our case. When I was growing up, there was no one there to support me, to nurture me, to love me unconditionally. Everything had conditions. I had to abide by the narc's rules and the henchmen, or else I would be penalized. I would be punished for it, and I would feel the wrath. So this is completely inapplicable. But like I said, they prey upon our kindness, our decency, our good hearts. So this really twerked me off for whatever reason. And Joe and I have come to a decision that I just don't want to know about it anymore. If need be, we'll get the police, law enforcement involved. I mean, I didn't want to go that route, but if these people don't want to respect us, me, and my decision, then bring it on. I'll go that route. I have them blocked on email. I have them blocked from text messages because these are their favorite forms of communication. Nothing personal, nothing face-to-face. They're like keyboard warriors. They just want to act big and tough behind the scenes, but when it comes down to like an actual confrontation, they're the biggest cowards on the planet because they're indefensible. Everything they do is with malintent. Anyway, so that's the latest, that's our latest effort. And like I said, it's all just manipulation. Anything, like, what do they say? Promises without action or words without actions are just manipulation. Absolutely, that's applicable here. But I'm going to go further and say that these words, this badgering, is just harassment at this point because they have absolutely no intentions whatsoever of changing, of doing anything to rectify the situation, to take accountability for their wrongdoings or their disrespect. So it's straight harassment at this point. Leave me alone. Like, they just want me to comply with the narrative they've stuck to their entire lives, like what great people they are. And P.S., like, narcissists actually believe they're crap. Like, they do things to convince themselves that they're good people. They're always campaigning, trying to convince other people how good they are. And if they're able to do that, it's like they can reconcile it themselves. Like, I'm a great person. Everybody else loves me. All the people that don't see their true colors. So that's the latest. I love you all. Please like, subscribe, share with anyone you think this would benefit or be applicable to. We are bumped, we are bruised, but above everything else, we are blessed because we see what's important in this life. We've been able to sort through the crap. I love you all.